Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt like something was wrong? You haven't heard a sound, no one has said a word, but your brain has already sent an urgent signal. Something is off here. Most people would tell you that you're being paranoid, that you're too sensitive, or that you're overthinking a situation that seems perfectly fine to everyone else. But what if I told you that your brain isn't malfunctioning? What if I told you that you are actually running a high-level biological pattern recognition algorithm that most people simply don't possess? Today, we are going to change the way you see yourself. We are going to stop calling it sensitivity and start calling it what it actually is, an advanced data processing system. If you've ever felt like your intuition is both a superpower and a burden, this video is for you. To understand why your intuition feels so terrifyingly accurate, we have to look at your brain through the lens of modern neuroscience. Imagine the average human brain as a standard operating system. It processes the world efficiently, filtering out the noise to keep things simple. But your brain? Your brain is more like a massive neural network, constantly training itself on vast data sets of human emotion and behavior. In psychology, we call this sensory processing sensitivity. But let's strip away the clinical terms. Your prefrontal cortex isn't just seeing a picture, it's running a deep dive analysis. While others are paying attention to the surface level interface, the literal words people say, your brain is parsing the back end. It is scanning the micro tremors in a voice, the slight tension in a jawline, the way a person's gaze shifts for a fraction of a second before they answer a question. You aren't making things up. You are a walking supercomputer processing thousands of variables every single second. You are constantly comparing the present moment against a massive library of past experiences, social dynamics, and emotional outcomes. When you get that gut feeling, it isn't some mystical guessing game. It is your brain's way of saying, I have seen this pattern before, and I know exactly where this ends. Let's talk about the data you pick up that everyone else ignores. You've probably noticed how people often lie, or at least perform in their daily lives. Someone tells you they're totally fine, but you know they aren't. Why? Because you are catching the micro expressions. These are involuntary muscle movements on the face that last for less than half a second. To the average person, these signals are invisible. To you, they are neon signs. You detect the dissonance between the words and the biological reality. You see the smile that doesn't reach the eyes. You feel the micropause that indicates a hidden hesitation. You aren't just hearing the conversation, you are reading the raw emotional telemetry behind it. You are literally seeing the world in higher resolution than the people standing right next to you. This brings us to the core of why your intuition is so terrifyingly accurate in relationships. Many sensitive people fear their own intuition because it often warns them of unpleasant truths before they are ready to face them. Think of your intuition as a weather radar. If you see the clouds gathering, the pressure dropping, and the wind shifting, you know a storm is coming. Everyone else might be standing in the sun saying, "You're crazy, the sky is blue." But you know the storm is inevitable because you tracked the data points they ignored. You predict relationship outcomes better than anyone because your internal engine is constantly modeling the future. You have already run the simulation of how this interaction plays out based on the patterns you've observed. You aren't guessing. You are predicting based on a lifetime of emotional data collection. So here is the takeaway. The next time someone tells you to stop taking things so personally or stop being so sensitive, I want you to remember this. You are not weak for seeing the world this way. You are equipped with a high-fidelity sensor that others lack. Being hypersensitive is not a flaw in your personality. It is a feature of your cognitive architecture. It is an evolutionary advantage designed to keep you and those you care about safe and informed.
I'm curious to see if I'm right about you. Think back to a moment in your life where your intuition was screaming that something was wrong, while everyone else around you insisted everything was fine. You followed your gut, and eventually, you were proven right. What was that moment? Drop a comment below and share your story. I want to read how your pattern recognition engine saved you, because there are thousands of other people watching this right now who feel exactly the same way. We aren't overthinking. We are just paying attention to the details that everyone else missed. Hit the subscribe button if you want to learn more about how to stop fighting your sensitivity and start using it as the tool it was always meant to be. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.